You guys okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just in the bathroom literally getting ready for tonight. I actually have makeup on my hand. And I heard something out here, so I came out. Sounded like a crash. And you guys just walked out of your bedrooms.
Just walked out. I also did not hear a crash. You guys both said you heard one. I did not hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
Well, there's a picture on the ground over here from the stairwell. Yeah, I'm guessing it was this one. And it fell and made, God, I hope it's not broken. There might be broken glass there.
Can I see what it is?
Yeah, it's a great idea, Kristyn.
Oh, and it like the front.
Is it broken?
Yeah, a bit.
Shit.
Oh my God, is that them? Oh my God, it's the only one of them. It's the only one of them. That's them.
That's Thomas and Annie.
I have so many goosebumps right now.
That's them. It's the only picture of the two of them.
Okay, so for a little bit of context, we've literally just got into the house. We've unpacked. The crew is still unloading. And apparently we're the only ones upstairs. I'm having like...
Me too. I have goosebumps all
Thomas
over me.
and Annie are the people who originally owned this house. Obviously, we would normally go into a regular thing where we introduce you to what's happening, but this has just happened obviously off camera except for Kim's cell phone, and we haven't even started tonight. I'm like flushed.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm friggin' not okay right now, guys. That's insane.
And like...
There's no explanation. Can I just point out here that this is a hook, but it looks like it's somebody had even pulled it down.
Oh my God, you're totally... Ew. Kim, you're totally right. Oh my God, the amount of force that I need to even try to move that, I can't. I can't move that. That's insane. This place is gonna be crazy.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Monsterpiece Theater. I'm Paul Kimball. Oh, sorry, no. Okay, cut, do that again. No, we're not gonna do it again. We're just gonna keep rolling on, folks. I think my camera guy was gonna cut, though. I think he took the cut seriously. Oh, that's a fork. That's odd, but that's how we Time Lords roll. Welcome to Haunted. You know what show you're here to watch. It says so on the TV listings. And I am in a very comfortable spot here at Mounce Mansion in Newport Landing, Nova Scotia, which is just outside of Windsor as you approach the Annapolis Valley. And I'm here at our monitor station that we've set up because after 8 seasons, I'm lazy. Plus, I've earned the right to kind of just watch what other people are doing. Now, Mounce Mansion is this really big, cool old house. And other people have filmed here before. I shot a feature film here 2 years ago. There was a television series called Chapelwaite that shot here as well. And we've investigated this place before. You folks at home, I'm looking at you right over there, and you, Steve, I see you, Steve. Thank you, by the way, for the emails. That was very much appreciated. And all you folks over here, I see you there too. When we were here last time, it was while we were shooting season 5, and that episode didn't make it to air. Not because nothing happened, and not because something so demonic and dastardly happened that we could never show it, kind of somewhere in between. We had a lot of stuff going on in season 5. We shoot in locations sometimes where, maybe it just doesn't make the season. We shoot multiple locations, and sometimes not all of them make it. This was one of them. But there was enough that happened here, and because of the ties that I have here, Holly was with me. She was part of the cast of The Color of Spring, which we shot here. Brandon, who is one of my camera guys over here, he was on the crew then. So was Kristyn Green, who we've brought back. She was in season 4. She's here with us tonight. We've invited her back to Haunted here in season 8 because she was part of that crew that was here too. So some of us have a familiarity with the place. Lovely old house and ghost stories. What are the ghost stories? Well, buried just down the road, boys and girls. This is when I take a sip here. Oh, that was terrible. Brad's going to have a tough time of that in post-audio. But down the road in the cemetery, there's buried Thomas and Annie. I think both of them are buried here. Now, Thomas and Annie used to own this home many, many years ago. And sad story, they had a young child died. That happened a lot in the good old days, quotation marks as people like to call them, not so good. And then Annie died, sadly, of tuberculosis. So there is hauntings here. I've heard rumors from people that worked on Chapelwaite that they experienced or felt things here. My own crew on The Color of Spring, same thing. And when we investigated it before for season 5, even though it didn't make air, there were definitely things that happened here. So we're going to dig down into that. 2 things. Before we start rolling, often things will happen. In fact, the female members of the team are staying in the house. So Drew, who's working on camera, and then Kim and Holly and Kristyn are actually staying here. Whereas cowards that we are, Brad and Brandon and I are staying at a hotel in Windsor because this place is haunted, so we didn't want to stay here. But kudos to them for toughing it out here. And when you do that, you realize things don't just sort of start when the director says action and stop when the director says cut. They can happen anytime. So this is a picture that, and to the owners of Mounce Mansion, who I know, apologies, we didn't do this, but if you want to bill me, go ahead and do so. Kim and Kristyn and Holly were all in different places, and there's a series of pictures that hang on the wall at the top of the stairs. One of those pictures, they heard thunk, kind of like that, although much louder, I presume, came flying off the wall and landed on the floor. And as you can see, there's the old glass pane, there's the picture, smashy, smashy. So there was nobody around. I'm just wrecking the place, folks. There was nobody around when that happened, and we hadn't even, I don't think, fully loaded all our gear in here. They had just kind of checked in and were getting situated in the place and smashed. So is that paranormal? Is that not paranormal? I don't know, but that's the kind of thing poltergeists do. Maybe it's a welcome. Maybe that was the spirits of the house saying, hello, welcome and get out. Maybe you should leave now. Having said all that, I don't think there's anything bad in this house. Our own previous experience the last time we were here, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of interesting, maybe a little playful. Not perhaps happy, depends on who you would talk to, but nothing evil, which is what we try and avoid now. So I think we'll be fine. But I've decided to just throw them right in there. So what we're gonna do is, Kim introduced me to this, it's called the Estes method. You might have seen it in other places like Parsborough where we've used it before. And basically, somebody sits there with the ghost box, puts some headphones on, only they can hear what the ghost box is saying. Somebody else walks around, or sits down, doesn't matter, and asks questions. Now the person, so this takes out of play the idea that you can hear what you think you're gonna hear because you knew what the question was. So if I say, what's her name? And I'm expecting to hear Drew, and it's Drew that's standing right over there. I'm like, Drew, and maybe I hear Drew and everybody else hears Drew because we've heard the question. And with the headphones on, you can't hear the question. So if you go, what's her name? And then somebody in the room over there says, Drew, it just said Drew. Well, now we've got something scientifically interesting. So we're gonna try that again tonight. We're gonna welcome back Kristyn. We're gonna put you under the headphones. We're gonna have Holly walking around downstairs outside the room that Kristyn will be in. And I'm thinking I'll put Kim upstairs at the top of the landing where the picture fell off the wall, was thrown off the wall, was pushed off the wall, whatever, and went crashing down. So we've got 3 pieces in play. We've got the ghost box going with the Estes method. We've got Holly and Kim both able to ask questions. And like the mad scientist Time Lord I am, we're going to see what happens. Me, literally, right now as I watch it, you folks, actually, you know what? Traveling through time, I know you're watching this probably months later, you're gonna see what happens too. And I'm absolutely certain that it's going to be interesting, and I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Is there anybody here with us tonight?
True.
Wow. Seriously, just like that.
True.
And again, wow, okay. Can you tell me your name?
I heard a man's voice.
True.
Do you live here?
True. I am so cold right now.
So you used to live here.
True.
When did you live here? Last year? 10 years ago? 100 years ago?
True.
Am I speaking to an adult? To a child? Can you tell us why you're here? Do you want to be here? Are you afraid? That's just the furnace, even though it freaked me out a little bit. Are you sad?
I keep hearing this man's voice. But it's not a full word, like he's really trying to get it out.
True.
Kristyn thinks that she can hear you. Can you try to be a little bit clearer? Can you tell her your name? Because I think I know who you are.
Who?
Are you looking for someone? Are you stuck here?
True.
Why are you stuck here? You said you used to live here. Is there something that you need to do?
True.
What do you need to do? What is it that is unfinished for you? Can you please let us know? We really just want to help.
False.
We don't want to help? It said false. I want to help. Pretty sure Kim wants to help. I'm gonna guess that Kristyn wants to help. Are you talking about one of us?
True.
It's my fault, I can't hear you.
Are you just afraid that we don't want to help? You don't believe that we can help you? Do you not want to go?
Ugh. That's like a scream.
Oh my God. Why are you screaming? Are you angry? Are you afraid? Are you in pain?
Ugh. I couldn't hear what it said. It was the same man's voice.
True. Every time Kristyn says it's a man's voice, it says true on this.
He's trying to get through.
I'm getting this overwhelming feeling of anxiety right now. Like a lot of commotion, like a lot of buzzing.
If you need a little bit more energy, you can draw it from some of our batteries. Sorry, Brad. Or the cameras. Feel free to drain a camera and see if you can tell Kristyn who you are.
What are you saying?
Do you not want to talk to me? That's okay. I won't be offended. You can talk to Kim.
I'm here on the stairs where I think you like hanging out.
Same man's voice. I can't hear you.
Were you the one that knocked the picture off the wall earlier?
True.
We're all in your house. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
I just heard something over here.
What did you hear?
It sounded like somebody sat down in the wooden chair in the dining room.
Okay, I'm gonna go have a look.
Well, I can see it from here. And I'm looking at a wooden chair, and I don't see anything in it.
Okay. I'm gonna move over there. That chair?
Yeah.
There?
Let me sit in this chair, see if it makes the same noise that you heard.
Okay, yeah. It was a little bit louder than that, but very similar.
Probably doesn't. Oh.
Like that.
Like that?
Like that.
So that was specifically me sitting here and then twisting my weight in it.
Oh.
Did I just sit on a ghost?
True.
I am so sorry. Do you want me to get up? Are you still here? Is there anyone still in this room?
False.
Left. Man,
That's crazy.
well, that's fun. Oh. I mean, it didn't feel like there was anybody there. Sometimes you just never know. Do you feel anything up there, Kim?
Well, other than the fact that it feels like I'm having a heart attack right now, no, not at all.
I'm sorry. It feels like you're having a heart attack?
I have this really weird pain in my chest right now.
Not human.
What did she say?
Not human noises she's hearing.
She's hearing not human noises, like through the...
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. The pain, okay? That's something different, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. This is great. Who are we talking to? Who's talking through Kristyn? Are you a friend?
Hey, Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in and check on Kristyn.
Yeah.
Like, just check.
I just can't.
What's going on, hon?
There was like, for a while, there was a man.
I'm gonna put my hand on you, okay?
Yeah.
You got the
The
headphones
hands were
off?
really sweaty. I just like, for a long time, there was a man, but he was really muffled, and I couldn't like hear him say things so often. And then, but it was the same man, and then he was the only one I could hear him say things like here or like there or like something. And then all of a sudden, he's just gone, and it's like complete nothing. But then there were these like.
Something else.
Like something else, but it wasn't like, there were times like it hurt. It was like a yell or like or like a thing, but it wasn't him anymore. And it was like not. It's just nothing. Like he's just gone. He's just gone. And instead, it was like something else. And it was,
Okay, take a deep breath. Yeah. Deep breath. Yeah, just slow it down.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you.
The other thing wasn't human.
No.
Did you get like a sense of...
It was like. I don't know, I'm sorry. It was like. It seemed like when there was this man, and it was like he was muffled and he was like trying to be heard, and I kept being like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. And then all of a sudden it was just like he was gone. And I was hearing like yelling or like screaming, but it wasn't a man's voice anymore, and it was like not.
Did you say it wasn't human?
I can't feel my hands. Sorry, my hands like really tingling.
So just take a couple deep breaths, because this can be really disorienting, and I'm getting from you that you are really like discombobulated, like, which is not like you. You're usually a very grounded person.
I think so.
Did it? You are like.
It was just like it was in my head.
Do you think it was trying to tell you something?
Maybe like.
What?
I felt like this man was trying to help.
Help who? Help us?
Yeah. Like help us, like trying to communicate with us. Like I didn't know what you were asking, but I knew that you were off asking, and it felt like he was trying to answer, but it was like, and I couldn't hear, and I was like, I can't hear you, like I need it more. And it was like maybe he was too far gone, that he like couldn't come. And then all of a sudden, it was just like he wasn't there, and I was like in my head, like, come on. And I said, I was like, come on, where are you? Come on. And then all of a sudden, it was just gone. And then I heard these like growling or like screaming or like yelling or like something, but it wasn't this man anymore, and it was not a man at all. And
Okay,
then
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel safe?
False.
I mean, I don't know, like,
Here's my hand. Do you feel like, because you said it was in your head, were you just hearing the voice in your head from this, or do you feel like it was trying to be like talking through you?
The end part, maybe, like, it was more in me. Like, it was more, like, I heard this man's voice and I could hear him, but he was far away, so I was like, come on, come on, come on, come on, I can't hear you, you're muffled, come on. And then it was, like, in my head.
The growling.
Yeah. And this guy was just gone. The man was gone. And I was like, come on, come back. And it was just, like, really loud and like growling or something.
Do you think it scared the other thing away?
Yeah.
Do you think it's still here? Are we safe here? God, you're shaking, Kristyn. Do you mean us harm? Just no, yeah, leave it up. No, I wouldn't be listening. We do not mean you any harm. Are you here to communicate? Wow, what was that?
I heard a woman's voice, but I couldn't.
I heard something.
You did?
Yeah, like, that was loud. Can we help you?
It's the sounds again.
Like which one again?
The
The what?
not man one.
The non-human one. What do you want? Are you trying to frighten us?
Yes, true.
Why? Is it fun? Do you have no choice?
Oh, that's the sounds.
Kristyn, what is happening? You're shaking all over.
I don't know.
Okay. 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 Are you okay?
Okay.
I don't think you're okay. Okay. Kristyn? Kristyn? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? What do you mean no? I need to see her. Kristyn? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna take these off you. We're gonna take these off you. Okay. We're gonna take this off. Sorry. What is happening? Kristyn?
Sorry, I don't know. I just feel like I can't.
Okay. You feel like it's in you. For Jesus Christ. True. You feel like it's in you. Okay, Jesus. Bend over. Bend over. Breathe. Breathe. Deep breath. Breathe. You're not breathing. Yeah. Out. Out. Oh my God, I can feel it.
What is going on?
There's something in her and she can't get it out.
Oh my God.
And I can feel it. Oh my God, I can feel it.
What is going on?
There's something in her, and she can't get it out.
Oh my God.
And I can feel it.
Okay, I'm gonna touch her ankles.
Yep.
Because that seems to work sometimes.
There's some. She kept hearing inhuman voices, and then she put the thing back on, and I can see the K2 is going off like crazy. Okay, Kristyn. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Where do you feel it in your body? Where do you feel it?
In my legs.
It's in your leg? Okay.
In my head.
And in your head? Okay. I need you to take a deep breath. I'm going to touch your body, okay? Take a deep breath. From here.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Where does it hurt?
In my head.
It hurts in your head. Okay, take your glasses off. Side or front?
All over.
Deep breath. Punch it out. Deep breath. Up. Deep breath. It's okay. It's okay. You need to do it again.
Yes, she does.
Deep breath. Slow it down. Out. Slow, slow, slow.
I feel really hot.
Okay, hon. It's not you. Okay. Slow it down.
Do I need to go get the Bible that's in the hallway?
No. No, you don't.
Oh, I feel sick.
Jesus. Kristyn?
She seems responsive to her name. That's a good start.
Anyone else seeing the way she's looking at me right now? Is she gonna attack me?
Yeah, that's
Oh my God. Oh my God. I could not see her face.
Kristyn,
not a good look.
you are gonna make me have nightmares tonight. All right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I am not equipped for this. I'm not equipped for this.
Oh my God. Oh
Kristyn?
my God.
Freaking feel like I'm in Constantine right now. Okay, Kristyn? No. 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 Drop it down. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I love you. I love you. Let it go. Let it go. Out. Let it go.
Do you need a blanket? You see? Do you see?
What? 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 What?
I see you. Hi.
Yeah. You couldn't see us before?
No.
Has anything like this ever happened to you before?
No.
Do you feel like you're in control right now?
I'm starting.
You gotta put this hand on there. Yeah, just a second. We're gonna let you breathe and come back. No,
No, don't.
You're okay.
Don't apologize.
You're okay. You here? Here.
I didn't see you.
This
Like,
is
I
when
knew you were there, but I didn't see your faces.
Could you hear? Could you hear Holly?
I thought you, like, it felt like you were trying to hurt me. And that's why I kept pushing you, like, but I didn't feel like it was me either. Like, and it felt like, that's what you were saying. I was like, no, don't, like, stop.
Drop it out. Drop it out. Drop it out. Good. Good. Deep breath. Who are you? Are you? Are you you?
Are you sad, Kristyn?
I have never seen her like this before. Ever. Okay. I'm gonna say a couple things. You tell me if this sounds like might be happening for you. Are you feeling someone else's sadness right now?
No, I feel scared.
Okay. You feel scared, not someone else. You feel scared. Okay.
You're stronger than it is, Kristyn. Remind yourself of that. And we're here, and the three of us together are way stronger. And we have so much more light about us. Oh, God.
She's sweating like crazy.
This has never happened to me before.
So I'm going to take this opportunity to speak directly to you, the folks at home. Hello, friends, and welcome to night number 2 at Mounce Mansion. We stopped night number 1, well, rather abruptly, where I just said stop recording because I thought we might have to flee, at least some of us. Kristyn was going to be staying. But it sort of spun out of control to the point where Holly said something that I'd never heard her say, and I mean, I thought I'd heard her say everything. Nope, she said, I'm not equipped to handle this. So those are words I never thought I'd hear her say, and she did, and none of us were. So, little review segment here. We've gone, well, 3 of us have gone away to a hotel back in Windsor. The rest of you stayed here, so we might find out a little bit about what happened to them today, if anything. But yeah, I dropped them in last night, and it exploded in my face, as it often happens. So I'm here with Holly and Kristyn and Kim, and well, there's Drew and Brad and Brandon, and we're just going to talk about what happened last night. Not too long, and then we'll get back into it tonight. But our little private conversation, we're letting you in on it because you were there too last night, and you saw what happened. Oh, she's already got the look. So I have a couple of different ways that I could go. I could ask you guys, what did you feel about last night? I could ask, how are you feeling today? I could do all of those things. Or I could just show you some video to remind you of last night. And to remind you folks, our valued audience at home, our dear friends, what happened for you probably just 5 minutes ago, but for us 24 hours ago or so. So I'm going to go with option last one, and here we go. So I got the bird's eye view of what was happening with Kristyn as she was possessed. It's not a word I use lightly, by the way. I don't. I've only ever maybe used it once before. But it did kind of look like something you would see, I don't know, in The Exorcist or, The Omen or any movie where somebody has, something in them. So I'm familiar with, over the last 2 seasons, Amy Murphy getting occasionally possessed, or at least channeling something, or saying she's channeling something. You, whenever the mirror is involved. But welcome back to the teen Kristyn, first of all. Kristyn was here in season 4, and she thought she'd come back and it'd be a little breath of fresh air and lightness. I didn't think that you would come back and you would, pass Holly and Kim and me, like zoom straight to demon possessed or whatever happened and go into the dark zone. I thought you would be the friendly light one. And you, at one point last night, in part of the video that we didn't show, I do believe you kind of like that. Yeah, that was the look. But you were giving it to her. You were giving it to Holly. And you had the look like, you know what? If I had a knife in my hand right now, slashy, slashy, stabby, stabby. Like, it was not a good look.
Specific.
It was, well, it could have been a gun. I just went with knife. I don't know. Some instrument of doom.
I tried to bite you.
I'm sorry, what?
Like I had to make myself not bite you. When you were putting your hand around me, like near me, I could feel myself being really wanting to bite you, and myself being like, don't
Bite her?
Yeah.
Say thank you.
You're welcome.
We do have a rule on the show: no biting,
No biting?
or stabbing,
Okay,
or
good.
shooting, or any of that stuff.
But
I really wanted to,
but specifically,
was.
you wanted to, or something inside you not you.
no.
So did you have something in you? Like, is that what it felt like? I'm just going to cut to the chase and go.
Yes.
Did you feel like you, and I'm just going to use a word, possessed? Like something was possessing Kristyn Green's body and trying to get some information out or do something, not necessarily a bad thing, by the way. We'll at least, we'll start with that. Could have been. It can be, if you believe in any of this stuff, it could be very traumatic experience for something, the merging of, two souls or whatever, trying to make that sense of all that. It could be something like that. And I'm just trying to put the best possible spin on it.
I see that. I see that. So you're suggesting potentially something was trying to communicate with us benevolently through her, and then she was experiencing this traumatic response.
Right. I'll just say
right?
something was trying to communicate with us. I wouldn't say benevolent. I don't know. Who knows? But
Okay.
it might not have
Okay.
been malevolent.
Okay.
Because if it had been malevolent,
Yeah.
maybe she would have reached for a knife or a bite you or something like that. But instead, it was all seemed to be mostly internalized to Kristyn, except for the biting thing.
It was sinister.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'm sorry.
Folks, I tried, but.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's good.
I'm
It's good.
sorry.
Let's be honest. Why not?
So did you think it was something from here? Or, so there's a couple of different options. One, you've got the headphones on, there's all sorts of things out there potentially. So it might not necessarily be the spirits that are supposedly resident in this house, which we didn't really get a chance to talk about last night.
No.
So no spoiler alert, folks, we didn't really cover it. I kind of thought that's who might pop up and then we could talk about it, but instead we got this. So there's this Thomas and Annie story, and but then that didn't seem like Thomas last night, or Annie. That didn't seem, to me, watching it through the camera, like sadness or grief, although maybe a little grief. I've seen people very, if somebody dies, that kind of thing. But you thought it was malevolent or sinister.
It was sinister.
Okay, I keep trying to make it less sinister, and you keep going back to sinister, so I'm going to take your word for it. So did you think it was human or not human?
Not human.
I do remember you saying that, but I just wanted to double check. For the folks at home, she definitely repeatedly said, this is not human. Oh, well, okay, so thoughts? Anyone?
I mean, it's It's possible that I mean, there's been a lot of trauma and heartache that's happened in this house. Is it possible what you were experiencing was simply a fraction of that emotional state versus an actual entity, a human entity? And that's why it feels not human, the anger. I'm trying here. You haven't heard. Because there was a moment when you screamed. There was a couple of things. One, it did look like you were going to kill me at one point. But one time you were screaming, there was this sadness and agony in your voice that made me think of the grief of a mother losing her child. And I wondered if that was anything you felt.
And before you answer that, let me circle back to one other thing and remind folks that during the Estes method session, when we had you under the headphones, I was the one in the room with you. So two people probably heard it most. Brad would have been listening into it as the sound guy, but I could hear you because I was right there. And you were consistently saying, I hear a man's voice, I hear a man's voice, I hear a man's voice. But I can't tell what he's saying, for the most part, with one or two exceptions. It's like, and you were like, speak, like try and punch through, try and get some energy and punch through. But you couldn't make out what he was saying, almost like he was being muffled. I think at one point you actually said, he sounds muffled. And then you said, I hear this non-human. That's not human, whatever that is. Could it be that there were two things there? One, maybe Thomas trying to speak, maybe even trying to warn you, and then something else, something darker here going, keep you away, and then that thing pushes Thomas away and says, hello, Kristyn, here I am.
That is exactly what it felt like.
Oh, okay.
Exactly what it felt like. Because at first I was hearing this like man's voice, like you said, it was muffled. I couldn't really hear it, and I could feel myself wanting to like reach out more and being like, where are you? Like, come on, like you come through. And then all of a sudden for minutes, I didn't hear anything. And like he had gone, but I was still searching for him. And then all of a sudden I started hearing these like not human, like growling or like snarls or like these things. And all of a sudden it just felt like it was like in me and in my head. And I was like, it started off like me, I was just breathing really heavy and I couldn't catch my breath. And then all of a sudden I was like, it's in me, like it's in my head and I can't get it out. And so when Holly, like you came, and I remember like I could barely make out your face. Like I knew it was you and I knew that you were there in front of me, but I couldn't register that. And so I had this feeling of like you were trying to help me, and it was what it felt like was like you were trying to get out whatever was in me, and I could feel my body be like no and like don't, like something in me was like not wanting to come out. And so that's what I felt towards you. And I remember like clench, like my jaw like clenching and me just wanting to like, and I felt this feeling I have never felt before because like Paul says, I'm usually a pretty nice person. I felt like this evil, like I wanted to kill you, like, and
I felt it.
I was like, don't touch me and don't like, and it was a weird, like I've never felt that before.
Don't touch you, Kristyn, or don't touch the thing inside you?
Like the thing inside.
Yeah. You mean it's still gonna come after you?
I'm still connected to it. I'm still connected.
Well, that's gross.
Because I felt like earlier, just before you guys showed up, we were feeling things, and you brought me in. You were like, I'm feeling weird, and I felt fine. I came in, I went right beside that room, and I immediately felt so nauseous. I felt so nauseous. We tried to look inside. I felt that feeling again. My hands got really sweaty. I got really hot. I was feeling that like again. Seething. Like it's a seething. It's like it's not human. And I feel now like it's gonna come back.
Oh, great. Well, we'll do the best we can. I'd feel better in two different ways if either Amy was here, because Amy's just #love and light. So you can always turn to Amy and she'll put a fluffy bunny rabbit spin on it sooner or later. Or Veronica, because Veronica, into all, like, she's just more into, I'm not going to say the occult, but I almost feel like she's a good go-to person when you're getting into bad stuff and to get you out of the bad stuff, usually by saying, don't do it, but if you've already started, here's sort of a way to get out of it. The Ouija board pops to mind. So we don't have them here. Maybe I'll be sending Veronica, how are things in Manitoba? And listen, can you help? But you got us, and we're goofy. So, we've been down the road before, not this road. Well, maybe, I don't know. Well, what do you want to try? Like, I can tell you what I'd like to try. You know what I'd like to do.
You're gonna throw her back in there.
Yes. Yes, I would, because I believe you should confront your fears, and I apply that advice to everybody except myself. So, yeah, I would put you back in there. I wouldn't put you back in there alone. Although, to be fair, you weren't alone last night. I was there. But I wouldn't put you, like, solo with headphones and demons coming through the headphones on you. I think maybe we could put the three of you in there and see what happens. And from the start, if you're there with everybody else from the start, then maybe we can shoot away. I mean, just a thought. And then we can talk to Thomas and Annie and get back to the, the better sort of stuff. But maybe we can at least try, and even if we can't get it out of the house, we can say, like, we just don't want to talk to you. And you can't bug our friend. Like, we just want to talk to better spirits.
I think it's worth a try. I mean, if there's something unresolved there, maybe we can help resolve it. Or maybe, as Paul says, we can tell it to go.
Yeah. Like maybe Holly came in too late last night. Like you were there and I was filming, so I'm not doing anything to help because I got to keep filming. And then I think I called Holly in or she came in on her own, I can't remember. But I think I called her in and Holly came in because I saw her walking by and Holly came in and by then it's too late, right? You're already in the pit. So now it's a case of trying to pull you out of a pit. Better to say, here's the edge of the pit. We know there's something bad in the pit. Hey, bad thing in the pit. We're not coming in tonight and you can't come out. And so then just maybe close it off.
Close it off.
And just say, yep, like you're not welcome. And now we'd rather talk to Thomas and Annie and stuff. My rule of thumb will be not to leave you alone tonight.
We can try.
Uh-oh.
I don't sense a lot of confidence in this plan.
I feel like you're saying like, like start off not in the pit. I think I'm already in the pit.
Oh.
And I
okay.
think that
So we got to get you out of the pit.
I need to get out of the pit, maybe.
Oh.
But I
Well, how do you think we should do that then? You're in the pit. What kind of help do you want? Do you wish to confront it? Do you wish to just climb out of the pit? How do we go about doing that?
I don't know. I think you should tell me because my instinct for some reason is like, I want it back in. Like, I want it.
It's skewed.
Like,
it's not normal.
Yeah, I don't, like, I'm like, I want to go in there alone and I want it, and I
Done.
want it back.
I've heard that before.
You want it back?
But that's what I mean. That's why I'm like, I don't think this is, like, that's why I'm like, I'm still in the pit because my right now, like, I'm like, I need to be back. I need to
Got
be
it.
back with it.
I need you to hold her arm. I'm not kidding. I need you to hold her arm. Which arm? Whatever you can grab.
You have to leave Kristyn alone. You do not belong here. You do not belong here.
Friggin' Christ. I'm putting my hands on you.
Kristyn deserves love and light, and this is not for you.
I think that just said Holly.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Breathe. Breathe. Ready?
Oh my God.
Out. 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 Kristyn, breathe. Deep. Breathe deep. Out. One more